When Mr. McKenna was first elected county supervisor, he went about his duties for just a year or two before he announced that he could not live on the salary of a supervisor, $25,000 at the time. So he announced he was going to resign, but first, according to newspaper articles, it was alleged that he made a deal with his fellow supervisors to appoint him public defender for $118,000 a year, a 78% increase in his annual salary. His chief of staff, as part of the deal allegedly, was named as the new supervisor, depriving residents of the right to elect their own supervisor. We don't want that to happen here. If Mr. McKenna is elected and only serves a few years or less and then lets the mayor appoint some other attorney, maybe even his own son, that's not what we need in San Bernardino. That's why you, the voters, defeated Measure C in last year's election. The purpose of defeating Measure C was that so you, the voters, could choose the city attorney and city clerk and city treasurer, not Pat Morris. That's what we need to have. We don't need Mr. McKenna to repeat his performance at the county, not finishing his term and bailing out and making a political deal. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Penman. Mr. McKenna, let me read the question again. How do you perceive the role of the city attorney's office?
I don't recall Mr. Penman answering that question. I may be wrong.
I'll ask the audience again, please.
And before I answer that, Mr. Penman, I think, displayed the type of city attorney he has been in throwing out innuendo allegations as if they're fact. And I think that's tragic for a trained lawyer to summarily literally slander me in public with allegations of inside dealing. It's unbelievable that he would do that without facts. So I just point out that I think that's what we will look forward to should he be reelected. The role of city attorney is clearly set forth in the charter. Briefly said, he or she shall be the chief legal officer of the city. I liken that to being that of a corporate attorney for the entity known as the City of San Bernardino. And that entity includes the mayor, common council, city clerk, treasurer, city manager, department heads such as police chief, fire chief, and other department heads, and of course the citizens at large. The city attorney's values will often create the role of the city attorney. For instance, Mr. Penman has chosen to be a political boss of various city factions, which by its very existence creates divisiveness. You can't be a competent, ethical, trustworthy legal advisor to the city and be a political activist at the same time. They are mutually exclusive. I will, if elected, base my role and values on the ethical principles set forth in the City Attorney section of the League of Cities. I will post these principles clearly on a newly designed website. The core values that I share are: the City Attorney should earn client trust through quality legal advice and the manner in which the City Attorney represents its city interest. And quoting from that preamble, the writers say, "It is difficult for the city attorney to effectively represent the city if public officials do not trust the city attorney's competence and professionalism." And guess what? We've lost several police chiefs exactly because they don't trust Mr. Penman and his professionalism, and we've got to stop that.